Let's be honest. You want to be disciplined. You've bought the planner. You've downloaded the habit tracking app. You've even told your friends, "No more procrastinating. This is my productive era." And then, the snooze button wins. The chips win. The Netflix algorithm wins again. So why does self-discipline feel like this impossible mountain you're forever trying to climb in flip-flops? Are you just lazy? Broken? Secretly destined to be a professional couch potato? Spoiler, no. You're not lazy, you're human. And your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. It's just that what helped our ancestors survive isn't exactly helping us meet deadlines or resist cookies. At the root of self-discipline is a battle between two systems in your brain. The prefrontal cortex, the logical, future-planning adult in the room, and the limbic system, your inner toddler who wants instant gratification and zero responsibilities. When you try to be disciplined, whether it's saying no to junk food or yes to working out, it's essentially a tug-of-war between these two. And guess what? That toddler is strong, like emotionally manipulative strong. It will cry, bargain, distract, and do whatever it takes to win. The issue isn't that you have no willpower, it's that your brain is wired to prioritize short-term comfort over long-term growth. That's not a character flaw. That's neuroscience. But it gets trickier, because modern life is a dopamine buffet. Every notification, every TikTok scroll, every sugar-loaded snack is a hit of pleasure. Quick, easy, and addictively satisfying. And our brains love it. This flood of dopamine actually makes the brain less responsive to delayed rewards. So things like studying for a test or committing to a workout plan, they feel boring, tedious, even painful, because compared to a dopamine-heavy hit from your phone or a cookie, those long-term goals just don't stand a chance. Over time, our ability to delay gratification weakens, not because we're failing, but because our brain has been trained to chase the easy win. Then there's emotional regulation, or more accurately, the lack of it. A lot of the time, when we say we lack discipline, we're actually struggling to manage our emotions. You're not skipping the gym because you're undisciplined. You're skipping it because you're anxious, overwhelmed, or discouraged, and don't have the tools to sit with those feelings. Self-discipline isn't just about willpower, it's about emotional endurance. The ability to sit with discomfort and still do the thing anyway. That's hard. Especially when we've been conditioned to escape every difficult feeling with distractions. And don't forget your inner critic. The voice that says, "You should have done more," or "You're always like this." That voice isn't helping. In fact, it's sabotaging you. Harsh self-talk creates shame, and shame creates paralysis. When you fail at something and immediately berate yourself, you're not motivating change. You're reinforcing the idea that you're incapable. That kind of narrative turns a missed workout into a spiral of self-loathing. And once you're in that spiral, the idea of getting back on track feels like trying to climb Everest in flip-flops again. There's also the myth of the motivation spark. You know, that magical moment when you suddenly feel like doing the hard thing. Waiting for that moment is like waiting for a unicorn to show up and clean your kitchen. Motivation is fleeting. It's not a reliable friend. Discipline comes from structure, not inspiration. It's not about feeling like doing it. It's about doing it whether you feel like it or not. So what's the solution? First, cut yourself some slack. Seriously, shame doesn't make you disciplined, self-compassion does. Start by recognizing that discipline is not a personality trait, it's a skill. And like any skill, it's built with practice, patience, and a ridiculous number of small failures. Second, stop trying to overhaul your entire life overnight. Set ridiculously easy goals. Want to start working out? Try 2 minutes a day. Not because 2 minutes is enough, but because it gets you over the biggest hurdle. Starting. Small wins train your brain to see progress as rewarding. Third, build systems that support you. Don't rely on motivation, rely on strategy. Hide the distractions. Schedule your priorities. Use friction in your favor. Make bad habits harder to do, and good habits easier. Your willpower is limited, but your environment? That's something you can control. And finally, reframe discipline as an act of kindness, not punishment. You're not doing hard things because you hate yourself. You're doing them because you care about your future self. Self-discipline isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about choosing to show up, even if you fall on your face. Especially if you fall on your face. So the next time you feel like self-discipline is impossible, remember, it's not you. It's your wiring, your environment, your emotions, all working together in ways you're just now learning to understand. And that's the key, understanding. Because once you stop blaming yourself and start working with your brain instead of against it, that mountain starts looking a lot more climbable. If you found this video meaningful and interesting, drop a comment below and share your experience. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might find this content useful. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.